Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to control your computer from another computer or Android device using Microsoft Remote Desktop, and you can do it over the internet. You don't need to get connected to the same Wi-Fi network. So before starting, please make sure you're using a local account, and if you're using a Microsoft account, you can convert it to the local account from control panel. Or if you want to use the Microsoft account, don't worry, you can use the email ID and password. Don't use the username. So first of all, go to settings and then go to system from the left side, and now scroll down, and from here select remote desktop and turn it on. Once you turn the remote desktop on, click on this down arrow, and now you will find the port. So we need to set a port forwarding for getting access to the internet. For that, we need to open our browser. But before going to the browser, you have to type command prompt and open the command prompt and type ipconfig to see the IP address of a computer. So you can see under wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi, you can see the IPv4 address, subnet marks, and default gateway. So uh, let us go to the network connection, type network connection, and go to view network connections. And here, as I am using Wi-Fi, I will select this one. If you are using Ethernet, then you can select this one also. So let us select Wi-Fi and right click on it and go to properties. Now from here select the IPv4 Internet Protocol version 4, double click on it, and this is by default set it automatically, so you have to put it at manually. For that, just copy the IPv4 address, paste it over here, do the same for subnet marks and default gateway also. So once you have set this manually, now enter a DNS server. You can use a Google DNS server as I am putting here. You can just copy it from here. You can also use Cloudflare ones. So now click on OK and OK again. Now our job is done here. You can close it safely. Now this is the default gateway IP address. This is the IP address of our router. So enter the IP address on the address bar and hit enter. So the login page and the interface may be different for different routers. Do exactly what I am doing. So enter the password. This is the interface for TP-Link router. So go to advanced section now and then go to port forwarding, find port forwarding. So this is port forwarding, click on add, and in the service name you can type anything. I'm typing MS remote desktop, and for device IP address go to the command prompt and copy the IPv4 address and enter it here. Now for external and internal port, you need to go to Microsoft Remote Desktop, and here you can see this is the port 3389. It will help us to connect over the internet. So put it in the external and internal port. Please make sure protocol is selected as all and then click on save. Now our operation is succeeded. Now go to internet and please make sure you copy the IP address. This is the internet IP address. So you can see this is static IP. So I can just copy this IP address and put it in the computer that I'm going to use as a controller. But if you are having dynamic IP address and not the static IP address, then you need to create a dynamic DNS server. For that, copy this IP address from here, go to advanced and then go to network and then find the dynamic DNS. Now you can see there are several providers, TP-Link, no IP. So you can select any one from here. I will select TP-Link. For this, I need to click on login. So I have to enter the TP-Link ID and password. If you don't have this ID and password, then click on sign up to create the ID and password. And if you're using third party, then you need to enter the IP address also. So you can see I have logged in successfully. Let us go to network again and go to dynamic DNS. And now you can see there is option for registering. Okay. If you are using a third-party domain name server like no IP, DNS, in that case, you need to enter the IP address also. So now click on register and enter a subdomain. This need to be unique and not used by any other person. So enter a subdomain, whatever you want, and click on save. As you can see, I have typed msrdp1.tplinkdns.com. So this is our domain name, final domain name, and you can see the operation is successful. This domain name is bound to our internet IP address. You can click on unbind to unbind this domain name from your IP address. Okay, so click on bind so that the domain name is bound to our IP address. Once this is bound to our IP address, let us copy the domain name, entire domain name, msrdp1.tplinkdns.com, and put it somewhere else. So create a text document and paste this domain name over here. And now let us copy the internet IP address. As I am using a static IP, so I can directly use the internet IP address. So let us go to internet, and this is the internet IP address. Copy this and paste it. in this text document so that we can use it later. Okay, so before going to the next computer, let us see which network connection we are using. So as you can see, I'm using ZP. This is my router name, network connection, 2.4 gigahertz. So this is my next computer. I'm going to use this as a controller. You can see this is a different username, and this computer is connected to my mobile hotspot. As you can see, this is my mobile hotspot, and I'm not connected to GP or GP5G, any of the two. So now type remote desktop in the search bar and open the remote desktop connection application. In the computer name, we need to enter the IP address. If your internet provider is giving a static IP address like me, then you can just enter the IP address over here and then click on and connect. And if you are not getting a static IP address, rather you're getting dynamic IP address, then you need to enter the dynamic DNS domain name or host name that you have just created. Now go to show more option and then click on advanced, and then please make sure you select connect and don't warn me, and then go to general again, and now enter the username of your computer that you are going to control. So I need to enter the username. This is as of click, and then click on allow me to save credential and then click on save. And once you click on save, you can just click on connect and it will now get connected to your computer. So as I have already said, I am using a static IP address, so I can just use the IP address rather than using the domain name. So now click on connect, and it's asking for the password. So you have to enter the password for this computer and then click on OK. And now you can see within few seconds, this has connected to the previous computer, and you can see the previous tasks, the new text document that we had created, and also you can see this is the settings, the remote desktop, and this is the account name as of click, and also you can see the command prompt window. So now you can completely control your computer from the new computer. If you want to minimize or maximize, you can do it from here. Just click on minimize, and then you can use your new computer, or you can say the controller computer. So basically whatever you can do over here. So now if you want to close this, you can click on this close button, and it says it will be disconnected. Okay, click on OK, and now you can see this is disconnected successfully. So this was the complete video. Please let me know if you're having any issue or not. So thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe.